Hey guys, how are you? Wow, we've got some really interesting energy in the sky today. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. Um, you'll find me on there, Maggie Spark 2366. I mean, if you're on here, that's fine, but that's, if you want to pass that on, I'd appreciate it. Alright, let's have a little look and see what's cooking. You know, I've been looking at my own chart, guys, because I was born with natal Mars in Pisces, and it's said that Mars is a little bit debilitated in Pisces. It's almost like, sending the warrior in with just one sword instead of two. But it's a highly, highly intuitive energy, which of course helps me with my work when I'm working for you guys, but it is highly intuitive. So it is very important that we use that intuition. What's also particularly interesting for me as well is that we've had Pluto that's now stationary retrograde, still in Capricorn of course, but it is about power structures, guys. But it's also about recreating a new reality, alright? And particularly so with the eclipse. You guys in the UK, if you're in the States you will have felt it, but you guys in the UK, at the end of the day, it's going to be about 9:30 this evening. So let's have a little look and see what we've got going on. Okay, I'm going to take 16 off the top, which is, whoa, that one wants to come, cannot believe it, guys. Restriction, alright, the devil, and this is very, very interesting. This is a Capricorn energy, okay, and again, we're all looking at how we've structured our realities up until this point, okay. Certainly I feel that with Pluto, we've got a situation now where we can look back and think about what it is that we've done up until this point in our lives. What is it that we need to leave behind, certainly, and what is it that we need to embrace, particularly with this lovely Taurus energy that we've got in the sky. What do we want to embrace? Taurus, of course, again, it's a skills energy. Again, I've talked to you about supplies, food, all the rest of it. I'm not going to go there today. Let's get these over and see what's cooking. So another one, I don't read reverse, I want to go with it, and they're all actually coming out reverse, so I've got the deck the wrong way around, guys. So again, we've got restriction, but ultimately we've got this energy of the 10, which is super. Ace to tens, I talk about this when I talk about pivotal cards, 5, so on and so forth, but this is saying that overcoming restriction, okay, situations that have been difficult, and again, overhauling structures, I'm feeling, and we've got some good stuff coming in here. Wow. We're looking to build, certainly, anew, certainly with this Plutonian energy that's allowing us to go back, and acknowledge what it is that truly feeds the soul. This is really important. What is it that truly feeds the soul? And what is it that has restricted our evolution, alright, our momentum? What is it that we need to adjust now to make things better? And that does include, guys, your personal life as well, okay. And there's a need to understand as well, for instance, if we have, let's say we have a situation where we've got a third party energy within a love triangle, for instance, we have to acknowledge that that other person, not just us, ourselves, but that other person is also going through this transition, alright? And again, it's very important that you be completely truthful with yourself as to what it is that truly feeds your soul. That's so important as we're getting through this life, right? They're bringing strength forward for you guys, and at the end of the day, I'm loving this because this is also telling me that there is this energy of a break, alright, or needing to get some time out from something. I like the card. I see it as a meditative card for a sword energy. It can sometimes talk about a health situation, guys, but I'm feeling that, particularly with this sort of crazy energy that we've had going on, Uranus, it's a very, very turbulent energy, and of course Uranus is in Taurus, and then we've got this new moon, also in Taurus. So yeah, can be a difficult, wow, there's a lot of majors here. Again, taking time to make a decision, right, around how we're going to build and how we ultimately are going to celebrate, and the decisions that we make, obviously, are going to be important, but it's not the easiest thing to do, guys, with all this Pisces in the air. We've got a lot of Pisces, and we've got that great conjunction there, which is all, I spoke about it being all cool and groovy, but it can be very, very confusing, and we can get lost in our own thoughts. It's important that we don't overthink, all right? I think with this energy, wow, that's good. Taking back your own power, ladies and gentlemen, all right? So, Queens for me, it's particularly wand energy. It can talk about work, it can talk about that, but it is very much about, there's a generosity with her, I think, the Queen of Wands. There's no sort of disingenuous stuff going on, there's no, I like the energy of this Queen, and it's like being honest with the self, all right, as to who you truly are and not the person that you thought you were, all right. And I've talked about this a lot. We conform to um, a sort of paradigm where we think we've just got to follow through, right? And then we realise actually that's not who we are. So yeah, interesting energy in the sky, and I'm going to go through these, separately, which I normally do, guys, when I'm working with these. So wow, something coming to completion by holding your position here, all right. Wow, the ace, fantastic. Okay, not actually seeing what's on offer and reflection, all right. And certainly Pluto energy now retrograding, and will be retrograde until the end of October, where it stations again, starts to move forward. But don't forget, Pluto is going to be in Capricorn again. It's allowing that ball that's coming in, that wrecking ball that's coming in, and breaking down any illusions that we may have had. I think certainly with this Pisces energy, that we may have had about how we want to go forward. All right. Finances, all right, all being put outside. I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. And again, choices, very interesting with this energy. And also this sense of, do we give up the ghost, right? Do we, again, do we walk away? Do we want this clean break? King of Pentacles, finances. Wow, another ace, guys. This is really interesting. All right, and the Hermit, love it. All right, this actually is a Pisces energy, but I often see the Hermit as Virgo myself personally, because of this sort of introspection. But the introspection ultimately offers us some light. So whatever it is we're struggling with at the minute, whether it is your personal relationships, whether or not it's finances, because we've got a lot of Taurus energy, we also need to remember that Saturn's still in Aquarius for a good long while, about another 11 months before it starts to shift into Pisces. Saturn is actually got a little bit of T-square going on with Saturn in the sky at the minute with the nodes. Now, bearing in mind that your north node, I say to a lot of you clients, keep going north, guys. And what I mean by that is this is all about direction, okay? But this spiritual energy, and I'm sort of feeling really esoteric energies that are around us, all right? And I spoke to you, or I may not have done the tube channel because I haven't been on for a while, but I did put a little post up on my Facebook page about how we are, going through these transitions now. Okay, and some can be painful. It can be a little bit of an ouch, the universe can give us a kick, but the universe knows best, and if we co-create with that universe, we will find the balance that we're looking for. And I spoke to a young client, a lovely lady, and this morning actually left her a little message, and she was concerned about something, and I just said, look, let go and let God guide you, right? the universe, acknowledge that universe in yourself and trust it. Okay, and again, with this Mars in Pisces energy, it is imperative that we are all tuned in to a degree, so trust your gut. Okay, trust your intuition about what's happening, guys. So wherever you've been restricted, where things have been stuck, where the plug has been stuck, right, the water's now beginning to, it's not nice, it's becoming stagnant. So this is an element of stagnancy. What is it that prevents you from being truly happy? So, and building and going forward and acquiring, this is a really interesting energy. This is not an apprentice energy. This is a very confident energy, is this 7. All right. So if it's about making money, guys, which we all need to do that at the moment, but there is great celebration to come. All right. And again, if we've got a relationship energy that's been stagnant, and we've been really trying to push forward with it, but we find ourselves, we need to be in a restful space. And I think that's very important as well with this energy of Pisces. So getting into nature, particularly with Jupiter, guys, and that conjunction that we had. So yeah, this sort of feeling of restriction, sort of needing some time away from it all. We just don't want this anymore. Need a solitary energy. All right. God, these could be my cards today, guys. A solitary energy where we can be who we truly are rather than be who other people expect us to be. And I think that is extremely important. All right. But it is hard to actually cut away and let go from old paradigms and patterns. It's very difficult, believe me, I understand that one. But at the end of the day, what we have to be aware of is that what the universe is offering us here, okay, is something really, it's a gift, okay? But we are reflecting on that, this is how it's always been. And I always talk to you guys about the comfy chair, and we can only sit in a chair for so long before it gets all worn out and we're not comfy in it anymore, but we're frightened. Plutonian energy is fear. Okay, so we sit within a situation, even though we recognize it may not be our truth, right? And we know that, and this intuitive energy of Mars in Pisces is wonderful to, work through that. However, as I said, Mars is not the comfiest. He's not the best soldier, bless him. He's not the happiest soldier when he's in Pisces. So, it's like sending the warrior in there with just one arm, right? So, because of the highly intuitive energies, right? And, peaceful Pisces, it doesn't want any aggravation, doesn't want aggravation, just wants to be with itself, and do what it can. Now, coming back to these cards, guys, I'm interested because I said to you that the 5's mirror was floated, and you're bringing this energy here where we've got this element of feeling, have we been put outside? But again, this is earth energy, guys. It's a 5. It can talk about our finances, the fact that we are stagnated within relationship. We want to build, we've got the skills to go forward and celebrate ourselves, certainly. Again, strength, if it's a health issue, guys, decisions, and a need to really acknowledge that what the universe is offering us at the end of the day far outweighs anything that we may have had if we tune into it. All right, truly tune into it. And any of you guys that follow this channel, we're all spiritual beings, guys. I've said this before, it's all over the internet. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and that human experience can be very difficult, all right? Especially with this Mars in Pisces, because we don't particularly feel combative. So it may well be that we haven't got a spit left. But ultimately, there is a peacefulness that comes with this. And I think that as Pluto is now allowing us to dive deep. You know, I've spoken about Plutonian energy as being, is a bit like the deep diving marine, uh, you know, biologist. You know, he's going to go down there and he's going to have a look. And the archaeology, you know, the DNA, going back into our past, recognizing who we truly are. That is imperative, I think. You know, and who am I? You know, when you look in the mirror, who am I? What is it that I truly want? Do I want this relationship? Do I want to stay in this job that I've hated for years? Do I want to go and sit on a beach and paint shells? Yes. Then we have to make sacrifice. And I also feel that that's another word that comes under Scorpio Plutonian energy is sacrifice. Okay? And the truth of the matter is that, yeah, I mean, we all have to let something go to let something new begin. All right, it's like Mother Nature. You know, the bulbs and the seeds, they die away and then they come again in the spring. And we're going through this. And you know, I've spoken a lot about, great analogy that I learned as a student was, it's like the caterpillar, the cocoon, and then the butterfly. And I need to understand that you can remove yourself from a restriction. You can change things if you want to. So again, going back to this energy of sort of love and this feeling of emotion and all the rest of it. I repeat that if you are within a situation that's difficult, an emotional situation, you need to recognise that they're also going through this energy. All right, so wherever you've got this restriction, or wherever you're allowing yourself to be further restricted, all right, these are areas that we need to look at. So yeah, strength, lots of strength coming in for us. That's good. I'm loving the World card down here as well, because this is talking to me about gathering the strength, you know, for whatever decisions we have to make. If it is your work, if it's your health, whatever, at the end of the day, and then finding yourself again. I love this Queen of Wands in that position. I'm loving that. Very fair judgments here as well with her. Again, getting things completed. Now, if this is something that you have been unable to do, I also feel, because we've got these little T square nodes, you know, and as I said, going north, keep going north. South node is something that we usually have to leave behind, although it can resolve a problem in as much as we can go back and think, actually, we had a talent within that, I'm going to take that. And I think that this is what Pluto energy is giving you as well, but you're having to restructure. Okay, so it's, you know, it can be painful, guys, but at the end of the day, just know it's for your own good, all right? But you've got to fly your own flag. You've got to do what you want to do. You have to stand in your own power, certainly with this. It's a high ground energy. And don't worry too much about whether or not society, which of course is a Capricorn energy, you know, what society thinks. At the end of the day, it's about what you want. It doesn't matter whether or not, oh, what will they think, or what will they think. That's nonsense, right? So you have to take care of your own. Well, how many have I got here, guys? Oh, there's a couple there, but I'm going to keep them because they wanted to come out. And I'm going to take the last one off the top, right? So, fantastic. Okay. Fabulous. Okay. We've got the Magician. I need to recognise that you have everything you need. You have all the elements there within the self to go forward and make a change and rebirth, okay, with this Plutonian retrograde. So go back and think, yeah, I did that before, I can do that again, or I can make that better, all right? I love the Magician. I absolutely love it. And I think that I often say this to client as well, we can make, you know, water into wine with this energy. We can spin gold from thread with this energy if we have confidence and a strength of character to do it, okay? Oh, I'm loving it. Six of Cups. This is interesting. I always see six as karmic, but don't forget Saturn, of course, is very karmic energy. We've been dealing with that. So it is a karmic condition. And again, this is global karma. This is Earth karma. And I feel that, again, on a personal level, guys, whether or not it's your work, what is it that truly feeds your soul? These are the questions that you need to be asking yourself. And the last card is the Nine of Swords. Please note that this energy, nothing pierces her, right? There are no swords in this woman's body, all right? The sword is mental energy, and it talks about pressure, okay? And I often call this the 3 o'clock in the morning card, all right, where we have pressure. But I think a lot of us, particularly with this magician energy and the Pisces down here study, I often feel that this is esoteric stuff. So a lot of people are really getting turned on, tuned into this sort of esoteric energy. A lot of us are walking now towards a much more spiritually fulfilling life. And that's what's important. And, I've made no secret about my politics, but at the end of the day, as I said, we're still going to have to put them in shut up for a little bit longer, and then we're probably going to be able to chill out about March of next year, when Saturn makes its trip into Pisces. So that's going to be okay. So fear not, guys, fear not. I do feel that we're going to be all right. I'm just going to find a moon card if I can find them. Yeah, I've got my moon cards here, given the fact that we've got the little partial eclipse tonight. So let's have a look. We've got the new moon coming in Taurus, of course, so let's have a little look. Okay. They're brand new, so they're really slippery. Shuffles very well. I'll just give you this one. Oops, a couple of those are boxed. They need to go on as well. Put them back in. I'm just going to take a new moon card out, or a moon card. Let's see what it is. Our final message today. Where are we? Let's do that one. The final message. You are very close to achieving your goal. So give me a moon, guys. Beautiful. Alright, so never doubt. Alright, even though Mars is in Pisces a little bit, I'm not quite sure I've got enough armour. I'm not quite sure I'm tough enough to do this. Yes, you are. Particularly in Pisces, because it's asking you to trust your gut. So, beautiful. Nice energy to finish with, guys. Yeah, you're very close to achieving your goal. How beautiful. Take care, guys. Thanks again. And I'm hoping to do a lot more on the tube. I'm in the process of moving where I'm from, where I'm living, and I'm hoping it's going to allow me to have a little bit more time to get online and do a lot more study. Alright, take it easy, guys. Thanks again. Bye now.